In August of 2022, Logan reintroduced the character Plaque Poshi to SML as your boy Dougie after over a year and a half of absence. And in a vlog he posted later that night, he said he planned to reintroduce Shrek and Woody as human puppets as well. It is now November of 2023, which is over a year later, and neither character has returned to SML besides Shrek having a little cameo in 2 videos as a plush. So since they don't seem to have any plans to do it, I decided to redesign the characters as puppets myself. So in this video, I have 4 characters from OG SML that I have redesigned as puppets, plus 1 secret bonus character, which is a puppet that is not an OG character that I will that I will reveal at the end. So don't skip to the end. That I will reveal at the end. So let's go. So Woody was the first character I made back in like August of this year. And I don't remember why I decided to make him, but I do remember seeing before this Rad SML thumbnail pack Woody puppet that is not in there anymore, but it was there. And I think this is probably the best designed and edited puppet that I've seen before. But when I look at this, I don't hear Woody's voice. I don't see him acting like Woody. I don't think it fits. So I do like the badge with the shrimpo on it. So I took inspiration from that, and this is what I came up with. I gave him the boots with the tassels. I gave him the cowboy hat. Again, even though he didn't have a cowboy hat originally, because I think it fits. I gave him the belt with the SML logo, how D Money has. And I think I did a lot of changing on the face as well, because I think that's important to getting it right. I was going to give him slicked back hair, but there's not really any other SML character that I can take the hair from besides like Human Ken. And I don't know what you want me to do with this. I don't know how that's going to work. So I decided to just put the hat on, and then when he has his hat off, it's just this hair. Which if it was like a real puppet, it would probably look different. But this is a picture. And also, he has this symbol on the back of his shirt, which you can't see on the picture because it's a picture, but he does have that. The name I decided to use for him is Reginald. I know it doesn't start with a W, but I think it fits. You could just call him the Shrimpo Hunter, though. That would fit too, and not even tell his name. That would be cool. After I made Woody, I was suggested by my friend XBS to make Shrek, and originally I wasn't going to make him, and I wasn't going to make any more until I found whatever this is, so I decided to have my go at it because I don't know what y'all are doing. So I came up with this. Surprisingly to me, I was actually the first person, I think, to make him an ogre instead of a human, which after Dougie came back and he was a dinosaur, I thought would be a given, but to me, making him a human fell off, and I think I know why. Because, like, Shrek in SML, he doesn't look like a character that would eat cheesecake and shit everywhere, right? He looks like Shrek, but he doesn't act like Shrek. So if you design him as some big fat guy with a shirt that says, "I heart cheesecake," and shit all over his pants, you know exactly how he's going to act just by looking at him, and then the joke disappears, and then it's not funny anymore. It's just kind of gross, which, I mean, it's still like a guy shitting everywhere and eating cheesecake. It's still funny, but Shrek doing that is even just as funny. So now it's like a parody of Shrek, which I think is good. Speaking of parody of Shrek, the name I chose for him is Seamus. I think I just looked up like Scottish names to start with an S, and that was like the third one. I was like, that fits. I was gonna go with Shrek, or like Shrek with one letter off, like Shrock or something. I don't know, but I think that Seamus fits the best, and it's still like it's close enough to Shrek, but like not just like, you know. And he also has a flap on the back of his pants to crap through like they have on those old pajamas. I originally did not want to make Tony the Tiger, and to be honest, I do not even like him. I think he was okay in the very old SML, like back when it was just Logan and his brother messing around with their toys, but there's a reason that he stopped appearing very early on, and I think that there's not a lot you can do with him and the way he is, and I also think that he's just not that funny, really. So I wanted to keep his personality exactly the same, but I felt like to bring him back in the modern SML, you'd have to change a lot of his character traits. So I kind of did some of that, and this is what I came up with. His original plush had a hockey stick, so kind of used that as inspiration to make him more of like a sport-based character, while still being the exact same Tony the Tiger. His name is even still the same. He's on a hockey team called the Tigers, so he's Tony the Tiger. I thought that was very creative. He still has a lot of the aspects of him being a tiger, like the stripes on his jersey and the face paint in his face with the 2 teeth and a big tongue. This one, I think, is probably my best edited. I'm okay with the design. I'm just not that crazy about Tony the Tiger, but I couldn't just not make him because everybody was telling me to make him. So that's that. if y'all don't know who Delilah is, she was Dougie's girlfriend. I think the last time she appeared was in like 2015, 2016. And she was the first character that I made that had absolutely no other designs made by fans besides mine. I tried not to look at any of the other ones for the other characters, but Delilah was the first time I was like completely freestyling it. So here's what I came up with. Not that really that much explanation for this one. Like, what do you want me to say? She fine as hell. She bad. I would hit. If you're wondering why I went with Delilah instead of like a more like main character or like popular character, is because I think that she would fit into modern SML the best. Dougie really doesn't show up that much in new SML, and when he does, he's not really like as violent, as loud and angry as he used to be. So I think giving him a girlfriend to like slap in the face would really fit and really make his character better and separate him from like Jeffy and stuff. And I think it would just be funny. And I was very easy to make because I just had to make Dougie pink. So as you could kind of tell when I was talking about Tony and Delilah, I wasn't just thinking about how these characters would look if they were to be puppets, but also how they would fit into modern SML if they were to return. And that kind of begs the question, how do I think these characters will return? Well, for Tony and Delilah, I don't know if they will ever return. I can imagine in like 2027, there'll be some Tony the Tiger cameo, then all the loser nerds will be like, hooray! And Delilah, I think they pretty much forgot about her. But that's why I'm making this video, so I can think about how they would return, theoretically. But with Shrek and Woody, after they reintroduced Dougie, like, as a new character, and then after that, it's like he's been there forever. I think they kind of have to do that with Shrek and Woody, where like do a video where Marvin meets Shrek and Woody for the first time, and then after that video, they're lifelong friends or whatever. They're just there. I do think that they will come back in the same video. As you can kind of tell with Logan's vlog after he brought back Shrek and Woody, he was kind of talking about them like a duo. And they never really showed up together that much as a duo in SML, but in the context of like the situation that they're in as characters, they kind of make sense to be like paired together. So I think they will come back in the same video. I think that just makes sense. And also, if they were to bring back Shrek in like a cheesecake contest video as a puppet with Woody being missing and not there, I doubt Woody will ever return, and I don't want that because I think that I want him to return. So I'm thinking optimistically. I don't know what kind of video that would be. Maybe there's like a shrimpo infestation and Marvin calls the Brooklyn guy, and then they call Shrek to try to eat the shrimp or whatever, and then Woody to hunt him, and then they end up sticking around after that or whatever. I don't know what kind of video that would be. That's not my job to make the videos. That's their job. I'm just some kid. For Tony the Tiger, if he were to return, I think Delilah, if she were to return, she would just like show up and not have like an introductory video, maybe a video about her, but not like a video where like meeting her, because like you look at her and you understand. It's not that she's not like a very complex character. She's just like, she fits in fine. So you know what I mean? That's basically how my thoughts on that. And the secret character is Charlie. I know I said I was only going to do SML characters, and Charlie's from Charlie and Friends, which is not SML, but I thought that Charlie's just so awesome, I had to make him into a puppet. I included his famous hula hoop from the Charlie and Friends movie, and his rubber ducky sidekick, Octavius Archibald III. Okay, so if you guys have any other ideas for characters you want me to make into puppets, both old characters from SML and characters like Charlie, or maybe like Marvin's dad, or one of Brooklyn Guy's ex-wives or whatever, that'd be cool. I'm probably not going to make either of the Green Men. That includes Larry and Mama Larry, because remember that Shrek, that weird-ass Shrek drawing I showed you guys earlier? That guy also made designs for Larry and Mama Larry, and both of those are perfect. It would basically just be me re-editing those puppets, and I don't want to do that because I don't deserve the credit. This guy does, so I'm putting his name on screen because I don't remember what it was. But if you want Logan to use these designs in SML, make sure to use the hashtag I'm a pedophile to let everybody know that you want Shrek and Woody to come back into SML. And if you want me to be the president of the United States, make sure you use hashtag Hypermotion Deluxe for the president of the United States. Hypermotion Deluxe is my birth name. Make sure you include the part about the United States, because I don't want to end up the president of like Botswana or some shit. I don't want to be stuck doing that. That would be lame. That'd be worse than me being right now, not having a job and making fucking SML puppets on. Oh my god, I'm tired. That's basically it. I'm outsies.